So the OFS, the offer for sale, is currently underway. Anoop Kumar Mittal, the chairman of NBCC, joins us now to talk about that. Mr. Mittal, good morning. Apart from this 15% divestment that the government is doing, is there any more divestment that is planned from the government's end, say over the next 6 to 12 months?
No, there is no such plan, and I have not heard, and I don't think immediately there is any plan to divest more than 15%.
Okay. Mr. Mittal, what's the sense of business itself? What is your order book looking like? We understand that now one of those smart railway stations are also coming your way.
Yes, 2 days back, Minister of Railway and Minister of Urban Development has signed an agreement by which the railway station development will be part of a smart city redevelopment, and as you know that NBCC has been given responsibility to do 10 railway stations in the country, right from Banaras to Lucknow and Goa, Tirupati, Jaipur, etc.
So what is the order book looking like, therefore, at the moment?
You see, all these things which is not quantified yet, the order book is 73,000 crore rupees.
Okay, 73,000 crores is the order book, X of these orders. But what do you think the revenue potential could be from these 10 railway stations that you have to execute?
You see, very difficult to, tell you the numbers, because 2 days back only this has been announced by government. So we have to prepare the DPR. Then only we can be in a position to tell you that what is the quantum of work. But the 10 railway stations, and most of them are big railway stations, NBCC will do. So you can understand the volume.
But 73,000 crores is a lot of orders, Mr. Mittal. I think your annual revenues are about 6,000 crores. How long will it take for you to execute 73,000 crore of orders?
You see, first of all, this out of this 73,000 order, almost 50,000 crore of value of order has been received only 3 to 4 months back. So it will take around 1 year's time to get this order matured and put them on ground to start the work actual. So otherwise every order has a time period right from 3 years to 5 years. So this entire order book of 73,000 has to be finished in 5 years' time.
So over the next 1 year, can you give us a guidance on what the growth for the company could be on the top line? Because you've said in the past that there's a 30% top line growth expectation over the next 4 to 5 years. But in the slightly immediate term, what are you expecting?
You see, as you know that we are underway of OFS, so I will restrict myself to tell you any forward thing. But whatever we have said earlier, definitely that is achievable, and we'll maintain that.
But you will have to raise some money for the capital expansion, because that's a huge order book you're talking about. You will be raising capital?
No, not at all. All these orders are either redevelopment project or PMC project, and ultimately redevelopment projects also has a self-revenue generation model.
Okay.
So there is no such plan, and we will not raise any money from market.
Okay. What is your interest outgo anyway, and your total debt?
Sorry?
What is your total debt, and what is your annual interest outgo?
Total debt is nil. There is no debt on the company. Rather, we have, positive net worth and money.
Okay. The other big concern is the fact that despite having a very healthy order book, the margins still remain very, very low. Even in the quarter gone by in Q1, your margins were just about 3.6%. What could be the reason for that, and when can we expect you to scale up to high single-digit margins?
You see, the major reason in past few quarters and maybe presently also is the real estate property we could not sell in market, and that is the only reason. And I hope in future we will be in a position to sell our inventory, so our margins will increase by that.
Have you heard from the government on the BSNL land development?
Yes, government is talking to us, but nothing concrete has been finalized yet. But definitely we are discussing the matter, and hopefully very soon you will hear something.
Okay, I'm a little intrigued still by the debt issue. What is the average execution time for a project? And you don't even have to borrow working capital?
No, in most of the cases, working capital is to be provided by client as an advance, mobilization advance or initial money. And I mean, average execution cycle is 2 to 5 years time. And except redevelopment project where we have to get property vacated, all other projects we finish in 2 years time.
All right, Mr. Mittal, that was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for joining us with these thoughts.